So I want to tell you about a particular business failure that happened to me in the early days of my commercial real estate brokerage career. It's one of those experiences that ended up having a lifelong effect on me. In fact, it shaped many of the decisions I would make both as a broker and eventually as a tech entrepreneur. And I'll bet the story that I'm about to share has happened to you. So I moved from the Midwest to Los Angeles right out of college to make it big selling commercial real estate. And I was about as green as you could get. I struggled through lots of challenges, including the fact that I didn't know the geography of my market. I couldn't even pronounce some of the street names. I didn't let that stop me though. I carved out my territory and diligently went door to door in search of an assignment. And in a relatively short period of time, I landed my first listing. It was the sale of a $1.2 million industrial building in Culver City, California. Now, I hadn't made any money yet, and I was determined to earn every penny of my commission. And as far as I was concerned, my career was off to a great start. Now, I had convinced the owner to give me the listing by pointing out that since he was my only client, he would get 100% of my time. Now, none of the competition could offer that. The catch was I only had a 6-month listing, so I had to work fast. I put my marketing program into effect. I created brochures. I sent out mailings. I canvassed door to door. I held open houses. I talked to anybody and everybody I could to produce a buyer. But it was a slow market and nobody stepped up. So at the end of the 6 months, I met with the owner to renew the listing. I brought him the culmination of all my work and laid out a detailed plan for the next 6 months. However, despite my best efforts, he ended up giving the listing to somebody else. And I was devastated. And the toughest thing was the fact that I knew I was working harder than anybody else. What I eventually discovered was that I didn't lose that listing because of a lack of effort. I lost that deal for a very simple reason. And the reason was that even though I was working like crazy, I failed to consistently communicate all that effort to my client. As far as he was concerned, I put up a sign and I sat by the phone. And I guess I couldn't blame him. Needless to say, I never let that happen again. My belief in the value of client communication changed the approach I took to every deal as a broker. And years later, it was my motivation for launching commercial real estate technology companies. And ClientLook in particular is fundamentally designed to help you deliver the best client service in the easiest way possible. So with that in mind, I want to show you how easy it is to use ClientLook to deliver an amazingly differentiating level of client service, no matter what your specialty is. Plus, I'll demonstrate some proven strategies to ensure that your clients stay engaged and ideally in awe of the work you do. You'll use these skills to not only win more assignments, but also to significantly accelerate your deal making. Let's take a look. Establishing a reputation for amazing client service starts with one very simple but incredibly important requirement, and that is that you have to track what you do. This is the foundation, the basis for all your client communication. Should be easy, right? Now, I consider what you do to take 3 main forms. The first is activities like calls and meetings. The second is emails. And the third is document management. So all you need to do is start tracking the outcome of every phone call, every meeting, and every property tour, every email, and all your files. Considering how busy you are already, you might start thinking, hey, this isn't as easy as it sounds. That's where ClientLook comes in. For this to work, you need to commit yourself to getting better organized and tracking your activity. Remember, this directly translates into superior client service, and I'm going to show you how easy ClientLook makes to pull this off day in and day out. In ClientLook, you'll use a deal to track everything that happens with any assignment. So your first step in this process is to create a deal. So let's go to the Deals module, click Add a New Deal, and give it a name. If your deal is a listing, then you could name it Empire State Building or use the street address of your property. If it's a tenant rep or an investment deal, then you might give it a name like Downtown Office for Google. Save your deal and you're done. Now we're going to start tracking what you do. And here's how you do that. It commonly starts with a contact. If you don't have a contact in ClientLook, then just add one. So let's say you had a phone conversation with George Adams here and you want to record the details since it's an activity that's related to a deal. There are 3 ways to do this. Pick whichever combination works for you. So in a contacts record, enter the details of that call. Then click the Show Update Options link. In the Deals section, enter the name of the deal or the deals that you discussed. If everything looks good, then just click Save. So what have you done? In this first example, you've logged the details of your call on George Adams' record, and you've linked that update to your deal. Now, you could accomplish this same routine in the field using our mobile app. Here on my iPhone, I tap the little ellipsis icon in the upper right corner and I choose Add an Update. I enter the details of my call. Then from the Related tab, I go to Deals, and then I select the name of the deal that I'd like to relate. Once everything looks good, I tap Save and I'm done. Now lastly, and this is one of my favorites, you can use the virtual assistant to log any sort of call for you. So maybe you met with George and now you're racing to your next appointment. So just call the VA voicemail and leave a message like this. Hi, this is Michael Griffin and I just met with George Adams. Log a meeting in his record indicating that he's interested in making an offer on my listing and that he needs a comp report. So please relate that update to the deal called 500 Main Street and schedule a task for tomorrow to remind me to send that report. Oh, and also put George in my top prospects group. And then I hang up. Someone on the VA team listens to my voicemail, instantly accesses my account virtually, and handles my request. I get an email when the work is completed and I'm on to my next appointment. Now let's talk about how to easily manage all those deal-related emails. And what I'm about to show you works from anywhere, including Outlook or Gmail or any mobile phone or tablet. A tremendous amount of deal activity involves email. And you cannot effectively report to your clients if you're not able to organize all this correspondence. Fortunately, ClientLook makes this really easy. So here I am in a deal. And notice that in the middle of the page, there's a big email address. This is the unique email address that has been assigned to this deal. All you need to do is BCC any emails you send or receive in order to connect them to this deal in ClientLook. So let's jump over to a contacts record for an example. Here I click the contact's email address to create an outgoing message. In this case, it launches Apple Mail. And remember, I could be using any email software or even my phone or a tablet. So I compose a message to this contact. I include a couple of attachments. Then, since this email involves a deal, I BCC the name of that deal in my email. And I'm able to simply enter the name of my deal because I downloaded a V-card that ClientLook makes available. It's easy. Now I send my email. So let's refresh my contact here to see the linked email. Notice The complete body of the message, along with the attachments. Also, notice that this email is related to a deal. I can click that deal name and see the same email appear in the deal. If you simply follow this procedure during your day, you'll instantly organize every email you send or receive, no matter what you use to send those emails. And those emails will be linked to both contacts and deals. Now, our last example with email showed one of the most common ways that you'll add files to ClientLook and your deals. Another way to add files is by manually uploading them to a deal. So just enter a description, click File, and select your file. Once you've saved it, you'll notice that file appear in the Updates tab. Now, there's a really great way to filter everything within the Updates tab to view any document you've uploaded. From the Options menu, select View Attachments. You'll see a list appear of all the files found in any emails and updates related to this deal. Now, your goal over time is to contribute all your deal-related agreements, reports, and brochures to your deals in electronic format. Doing so ensures these documents are easily accessible by you as well as your client, both now and in the future. The last piece of the puzzle for winning business using online client collaboration is having an amazing client portal. So a client portal is where your clients go to view activity on whatever assignment they've given you. So using ClientLook, you can give your clients access to your deals where they're able to self-serve their need for information. They're able to view the activity you've shared, download files, and collaborate with you in real time. Now, they can access this portal through the web or via the ClientLook mobile app. And their access is free, and you don't incur any charges for delivering this service either. It's all a part of your subscription. So let's see how this works. Here I am in a deal that's full of all kinds of activity. So I want to make sure that my client appreciates all my hard work, so I want to share this deal with them. In the People tab, I click Relate a Contact. I enter the name of my client and select it from the list. I check the Collaborate option, which indicates that I want an email with login instructions sent to my client. I click Email Invitation and I'm done. The client receives an invitation from you and follows the simple instructions to get connected. Now let's take a look at what your clients see. Your clients can log into ClientLook whenever they want. They can browse updates, they can download files, they can add comments, they can connect from any browser or use our mobile app. And if you're working on multiple assignments with a client, they'll see all of those assignments rolled up into this one portal. So the big advantage to you is that you're now delivering an absolutely differentiating level of client service with a minimal amount of effort. So one of the greatest benefits of ClientLook is its ability to organize all your deal activity while allowing you to use that activity to report to your clients. And you can do all this without the need for any redundant data entry. So what if you have clients who aren't tech savvy enough to log into an online portal like ClientLook? Well, you can create an offline report for them. You'll still use ClientLook to organize all your deal activity, but you'll use a report to convey those details to your client. It's obviously a more traditional approach, but certainly effective. Now, we also implemented a feature that allows you to send an email to your clients on a periodic basis that provides them one-click access to their portal. So just choose your list of deals and then select the option to Email an Activity Report. This alerts clients who have access to any of your selected deals that updates are available for them. The email they receive has a big button they click to view your activity. Now, this helps ensure that they stay continuously engaged in what you're doing. There is nothing easier than ClientLook. to help you organize your deal activity and then convey that information to your clients. You will amaze them with everything you're doing. And I can tell you, if I had been using ClientLook when I was a broker, that my job would have been a lot easier. ClientLook's deal management and client reporting capabilities should be a part of every pitch you make. It doesn't matter what your specialty is. It doesn't matter how sophisticated your clients may or may not be. By using ClientLook to organize your business, you'll accelerate your deal making. You'll increase your hit rate on winning new assignments, and you'll be providing the best client service of your career. Now, we look forward to helping you achieve tremendous success using our commercial real estate CRM software. And as I hope I've proven to you with our client collaboration capabilities, if you're not using ClientLook, then you're working too hard.